Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Community Toilet Podcast. My name is LittleMissMeta, and I am here with Dewmonic Abyss and Crazy Rocky.
Hello. So go ahead and why don't you explain the first topic for today, dude?
Alright, don't mind if I do. So if you guys watched our first episode or have been up to date with the whole PewDiePie anti-Semitic nonsense, this all started with the Wall Street Journal. The Wall Street Journal slandered PewDiePie, calling him a straight-up Nazi, and then went directly to his brands, getting his YouTube Red Show cancelled, and his network to kick him out. Well, after that, we all found out that one of the people who wrote the article was tweeting anti-Semitic jokes on his Twitter himself. His Twitter posts were more offensive than anything PewDiePie has ever said in a video, and we exposed that shit. The Wall Street Journal became an absolute joke. Now it's been like over a month later, and the Wall Street Journal is back at it again. They took a picture of some premium ads like Starbucks and Coke, displayed on a video with the N-word in the title, and this scared many advertisers, causing them to pull their ads, and now this fucking journalist at the Wall Street Journal is bragging all over Twitter that he's taking down YouTube. And basically, a lot of content creators are being fucked over and making a lot less revenue than they normally do, and some are just scraping by to pay their bills. It's absolutely insane.
It is. It's absolutely crazy. And one thing that would be good to mention with the ad boycott as well is that revenue is so low that some YouTubers aren't going to be able to pay their bills and whatnot. This has really killed a bunch of the smaller channels because there aren't really enough ads to go around for everybody right now. So everybody is freaking out, and everybody is doing whatever they can to try to, pay their bills or do whatever they need to do. And so what do you guys think about the reasoning behind these big companies pulling their ads? Do you think it was kind of justified? Do you think it was just because of the Wall Street Journal blasting it? Do you think if Wall Street Journal didn't point it out, they wouldn't have ever pulled their ads? What do you guys think about the whole reasoning behind why they did it?
So when I first heard about this boycott, I don't know, an article said that it was because of terrorist videos, and that was it. Extremist terrorist videos. And then a week later it was the racist videos.
Yeah.
So I got a little confused with that.
I think what happened there is basically the whole thing came out where there was or it was publicized that extremist videos were getting advertised, and I'm sure that's probably at first what was happening. And then Wall Street Journal, the guy from Wall Street Journal, saw that, and for some reason, and that's why everybody goes into conspiracy theories, but for some reason, he started going to racist videos with racist terms in their titles and things like that to try to get screenshots of ads being played on quote-unquote racist videos and things like that. So that's, I think, where the shift came in, is all of a sudden this guy from Wall Street Journal came in and started posting screenshots of these, videos having ads on them.
It was that guy, Nickus?
Jack Nickus. Yes.
The less memorable one.
And then I suppose since we're at that topic, basically there was another thing that happened where a YouTuber known as H3H3 Productions had posted a video basically stating that there was practically no way that the video in question had ads on it when Jack Nickus got the screenshot. And then afterwards, it just so happened to come out that the video was claimed by a whole other company or entity. I don't remember who claimed it, but somebody had claimed it, so there were indeed ads on that video. It's just the original creator didn't make money off of those ads. So then there was a whole idea that the Wall Street Journal had faked these screenshots, and there's this conspiracy theory that, Wall Street Journal is trying to take down YouTube because of the whole PewDiePie thing that just happened, and because out of nowhere, this, Twitter user from Wall Street Journal starts tweeting out all these, things saying you guys need to remove your ads from YouTube because they're going on racist videos. So what do you guys think about the conspiracy theory? Do you think that could be realistic?
Well, here's the thing about the Wall Street Journal. Basically, like, that video that H3H3 showed, it made a very low revenue amount. So whether or not the screenshots were faked or not, it was still a malicious attack by the Wall Street Journal, because in order for them to get 3 premium ads, they would have had to constantly been refreshing on that same video until they just happened to get Coke and Starbucks some very high-quality premium ads on that one video. So that would have taken quite a while, and there was definitely some intent to get those advertisements. It's very unlikely that they just happened to stumble upon them.
The video in its entire lifetime only made like $13. I think I heard that from, I don't know, I heard that from another video. I can't remember where.
$13 for 100,000 views is very bad.
Yeah, that's very low. You're not going to get that many premium ads when you're having that low of an income. Their income would be much higher on however many views. So what do you guys think about YouTube's response to everything? Because clearly they've all of a sudden come down with a lot more strict rules to try to, please the advertisers. So what do you guys think about that? Do you think that they shouldn't have done that? Do you think that they're doing what they have to? What's your stance?
I think YouTube is like freaking out. They're not really thinking through everything. They're just trying to fix things by removing ads without even removing ads from demonetizing videos without even without reason sometimes. I don't know.
Well, I think what they did is I think they made the software that goes through and demonetizes videos a lot stricter. And then that's why they also got, I don't know if they got like a separate team or something like that, but since they're actually looking at the reviews much quicker when you ask to have the video reviewed to see if it's monetizable, they're coming through much quicker. So I think they just made their automated system stricter and put something else in place to try to stop videos that shouldn't be demonetized from being demonetized. And then that way they get a lot more of the, racist, I guess, videos demonetized, and only some people are gonna get affected, but they can have that reviewed and be monetized. Any ideas on the restrictions and whatnot? What your stance is?
Yeah, I actually read a few articles, and Google actually is coming up with new automated systems that will scan YouTube videos more efficiently and effectively. They're trying to search for more things that will determine what a video truly is without having to rely on keywords and all that. I have no clue how that's all going to work, but I feel like it's all experimental at this point, and that's really what's going on with all the videos being demonetized. It's just a very sensitive automated system.
Oh, I think I read an okay, I didn't read it. I just saw the title. But YouTube is now only gonna allow monetizations to channels that have 10,000 views.
Yeah.
Did anybody saw that?
Was that
Yeah, I saw that.
Is that channel views or views per on average?
That's the problem with everybody just reading the title of that article. Everybody thinks that means per video you only get paid once you get to 10,000 views. It's just your channel views, not your video views. So once you hit 10,000 channel views, then you can start monetizing your videos.
But can't people just refresh the page on their channel homepage?
They can, but they've been trying to update their software that they've have to stop people from doing that, because I know they have IP logging and things like that where they try to make it that they try to make sure the views are as legit as possible.
Yeah, once a video hits 300 views, YouTube starts getting suspicious of that, and the views will actually slow a little bit until they make sure that it's not the same IP address that's giving the same views.
Yeah, and if it is the same IP address, they start removing some of the views. Yeah.
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
Yep. Let's see. So, I know you were really hyped about the ad boycott talk. So,
yes.
Do you have any, what's some other stuff to discuss on this topic?
I just think, I don't know what the future of YouTube has in store. I don't know if advertisers are actually going to come back to YouTube, or if this
Everybody
is just...
might have to go to VidMe.
I was just about to bring that up because I had thought about that. But yeah, did you want to finish what you're saying, dude?
Well, going off the VidMe thing, if VidMe becomes the new YouTube as well, I think the Wall Street Journal would just have to go after them, because VidMe would then be the new media, and all the people on VidMe would have came from YouTube and would start hating the Wall Street Journal, so it would just be a constant cycle, which is a very scary thought.
That's true, but one thing that I don't know VidMe is being really weird about is the whole monetization idea. Their whole idea behind everything, they released a statement. I don't remember where they released it at, but they released a statement saying that they were looking at other ways to provide the site and creators with income rather than monetization. They were talking about, they want to hook up sponsorships for people and different types of things like that, so that way they don't have to rely on the traditional way of receiving money, of it, getting income off of media, off of content. And
wow.
I don't know if that's so. I don't know if that means they're just totally not going to do monetization, but to me it looks like they're not leaning towards that. But one thing that is interesting too is after this whole thing came up with everybody getting demonetized and whatnot, a mass amount of big YouTubers that are I think there was a couple atheists, there was some pagans, there was a bunch of people from the far right that have started coming over to VidMe.
Wait,
bringing
pagans?
Large audience. Yes, pagans.
What?
Large.
Wait.
Yeah, occultists. Occultists is what they are called.
Okay. Far right?
Yeah,
Pagans?
far right pagan occultists. I'm not kidding.
Weird.
Sticks and Hammer, I think, is one of the YouTubers. He has 100,000 on YouTube, and he came over to VidMe, and he brought over, I think it was 200 new people in one day. Something along those lines, because I thought he was actually not getting legitimate views and upvotes. So I had messaged Duffy and I said, hey, this guy looks not legit, and he messaged me back and said our team already looked into it and he is just bringing an audience over. But one thing that what I want to say is one thing that's really weird now on VidMe is there's these massive channels that the people that post on the channels, they're pagans, they're these other different types of religions that you don't really see much of, or they're the insanely far right that you have to really, look for, or you only see like Milo Yiannopoulos, that type of stuff. The trolly ones that kind of seem trolly, they've started coming over to VidMe because something, I guess, with the, new YouTube system might be screwing over their channels or something. So they're coming over to VidMe and they're bringing such a large audience that also believes what they believe. So I commented on a video and somebody responded saying I was brainwashed by the political media because I used the word shade, because I said that VidMe threw shade at YouTube, and that was their response. Anyway, that's a weird thing to bring up, but it's so strange to see these not weird. It's so strange to see these large audiences coming over from YouTube to VidMe now, and there's the videos on trending are getting a lot more upvotes than they used to. I mean, I used to be able to get to the top of the page with 7 upvotes in an hour, and now people at the top of the page have 200 upvotes in the first few hours. So larger YouTubers and larger content creators are now starting to migrate to VidMe, and I'm wondering if that's going to continue or if that's going to slow down, or maybe it just depends on what YouTube's going to do.
I mean, if VidMe doesn't come up with a way where creators can live off of making videos, I don't think the big YouTubers are going to stay there.
Yeah, that's what I'm surprised about, why VidMe hasn't taken this as the perfect opportunity to capitalize and start immediately implementing monetization features that are kind of better than YouTube's one, because that would actually attract a lot of the smaller content creators who actually need the money to make a living and pay their bills. Kind of really surprises me. They could really use this as a big business opportunity.
Oh yeah, they absolutely could. I think the same thing. I think they should absolutely introduce monetization. I just don't know how they could do it in a way that would separate themselves from how YouTube does monetization. But they seem to be wanting to focus on things like Patreon, or they have the tipping system. VidMe has a tipping system. They seem to be wanting to focus on those types of things rather than introducing monetization, which I don't know how smart of an idea that is in the long run. We are now going to move on from the ad boycott to the Pepsi commercial that recently came out that upset everybody. Now, the reason why this Pepsi commercial upset everybody is because it featured a celebrity known as Kylie Jenner, and she went to this... She was
Kendall Jenner.
Or Kendall Jenner. Yeah.
Kendall Jenner?
Wait,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. Whoever the hell it is. Some Jenner.
Yeah,
a
some
Jenner.
Jenner.
A Jenner. We'll say a Jenner. A Jenner was in this protest. She was at first not in a protest. She was doing a photo shoot. And then this guy nods at her, and she joins into this protest. And she walks up to a police officer and takes out a Pepsi and hands it to him, and all of a sudden everybody starts cheering, and everything is okay because the police officer got himself a nice Pepsi. So the reason this pissed off everybody is because the SJWs were like, hey, you're making light of our protests, and all the rights were like, oh, you're making riots and whatnot trendy, and the middle was just like, this shit is stupid, like, how does a Pepsi fix everything? So it just ended up pissing off everybody, and a lot of YouTubers talked about it and talked shit on it, and how the whole situation ended is Pepsi ended up removing the ad from YouTube and publicly stating that they are sorry for making it and that they missed their mark on what they were trying to say, and that they were just sorry. And that is pretty much the Pepsi commercial. So what do you guys think about it? Do you think everybody was overreacting? Do you think that there was a reason to be upset about the commercial? What's your opinion?
I hated that commercial. That thing was so cringy.
It was so bad.
Yes.
I couldn't. Oh my goodness. I just hated how unrealistic it was and how there was really. It was just, I don't know. It was terrible. It was just like pure virtue signaling. That's what a lot of people like to say it. That's what I called it.
Yeah.
BuzzFeed could have done better.
BuzzFeed could have done better. That's a real roast right there. That is a real roast. The whole thing was just insanely cringy, and everybody has gotten too nitpicky with it, but it's kind of, Pepsi had it coming since they pulled their ads and all that, and they were one of the key examples that the Wall Street Journal used when tweeting out the advertiser thing. But I don't know. It's just so funny that they pissed off everybody. It's hard to piss off every single group, but everybody was upset. And
I mean, there was one or two people that were like, "Oh, I better go and buy Pepsi because everybody is like all upset with them."
Well, yeah, I know, but the majority of people, we'll say the majority. But when I say everybody, I mean every single group. I don't think there was any group that didn't have people offended in there. Or not offended, but upset at this commercial. Because even the people that, even the YouTubers that usually say, oh, I mean, people are too nitpicky, and even if it's cringy, it's like, it's not something to get upset about, don't get triggered so easily. Even they were like, hey, fuck you, Pepsi, because, Pepsi pulled their ads recently, so that gave them a reason to be upset and whatnot. So it's just funny that they managed to time it so perfectly to piss the majority of people off. And the best part to me about the whole thing was the memes that derived from this beautiful, beautiful cringy commercial. Have you guys seen the memes?
Yeah, I've seen it. There was some guy being arrested by like 4 or 5 cops, and then there was a text up at the bottom saying that he had a 6-pack or something like that of Pepsi in his car.
Yep. And then there was oh god, dude. Sorry.
And then Martin Luther King Jr.'s
That's
daughter
She
posted a tweet saying that she wished her dad would have known about the power of Pepsi.
I think that was the best. That was
the best one. Oh my god.
Absolutely. Does anybody have anything to add about the commercial?
Pepsi just done goofed the ad. It amazes me that they got this idea through so many different meetings, so many different pitches, and so many people gave them the thumbs up to actually go through with this without even questioning it.
I know, and people read the, what's going to happen and whatnot before it, and everybody that, works at the advertising team knew what was going on, and nobody said, you know what, this is a bad idea. That always stuns me when companies put out stupid ads, though. It makes me, obviously Pepsi didn't do this on purpose, but most of the time it makes me wonder if they wanted the controversy, but...
And they spent so much money on it. I think they spent like $24 million, around that much.
Oh, yeah.
Holy crap.
I mean, yeah, they had to set the whole thing up. They had to get a bunch of extras. They had to pay the celebrity. They had to do a lot for that. Okay. Any other last remarks on the Pepsi commercial?
I think like Pepsi realized that a lot of the younger generation stopped drinking soda, except for people like me that get like Mountain Dew every other weekend. But like,
Yeah, good point.
they figured that the riots and everything were trending in the younger generation, so they wanted to be all like hip and cool and promote that message, and they kind of did it wrong.
They really did. I just don't understand why they had everybody clap and cheer just because a Pepsi was opened. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That's just, anyway. So, is that everybody good on that topic? Move on to the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say we're pretty good.
Okay, do you want to cover the next topic, or shall I?
You can cover that one.
Okay. Forgive me if I miss any information in here, but when did this happen? You guys know this is the RiceGum and Gabbie situation, but do you guys remember exactly when this happened, or?
About a week ago, right?
About a week ago?
Is that right?
Was it a week ago?
It sounds, well, we'll say about a week ago. So, about a week ago, there was two YouTubers that ended up at the same birthday party for another YouTuber known as Alex Wasabi, and these two YouTubers that ended up at this party were RiceGum and TheGabbieShow. Now, these YouTubers had beef in the past. RiceGum had dropped a diss track on TheGabbieShow. GabbieShow had responded, and there was just, some tension there, and nobody had heard anything about about the beef since then, until recently when they were at this party. TheGabbieShow went up to RiceGum because she saw him at the party, and just before she went up to him, she had put on her Snapchat that she wanted to rap battle him on Snap, and so she goes up to RiceGum. RiceGum is laying on the couch, and then TheGabbieShow takes the Snapchat, says, "Oh, RiceGum, do you want to rap battle live?" And he says no, and then she makes a comment where she says, "Oh, it's probably because he doesn't have his ghostwriter." And then I guess this is a point where a lot of speculation comes in, or just believing one story versus the other. TheGabbieShow stated that RiceGum had tried to get her phone, and in the process he had scratched her, and he had somewhat held her down a little bit, and then he had smashed her phone. Now, this is TheGabbieShow's side of the story, and she had posted a Snapchat where she showed scratches that RiceGum had supposedly given her. Now, RiceGum's side of the story is that he never had scratched her, he never had held her down at any point. What he did is he grabbed her phone, they struggled over it for a couple of seconds, and then he smashed it on the ground and walked out. Now, after this, Gabbie had posted a video and a couple Snapchats trying to explain things better, and it came out that RiceGum had given TheGabbieShow $2,000 for her phone, and then TheGabbieShow had revealed that RiceGum actually took $1,000 of those dollars back, and then RiceGum posted a diss track on TheGabbieShow, and TheGabbieShow had posted one last video saying like, "Oh, these are all my points that kind of debunk what RiceGum is saying," and RiceGum had made comments about getting a lawyer to try to sue TheGabbieShow for slander because she had originally in her first, I don't know which Snapchat, but in her first couple Snapchats said that he had hit her, and so that's where the whole thing is at now. TheGabbieShow isn't talking about it. RiceGum just posted the music video for his diss track, I believe, yesterday. And what do you guys think about this? What side are you guys on? What side do you think is telling the truth? Go ahead and give me your opinions. Whoever wants to go first.
I think Gabbie is the one that's being the most honest.
Okay.
But a lot of the YouTubers issue with what was happening was that she used the word hit.
Yes.
And how she handled that was by quoting from the dictionary and then saying that it rubbing what did she say, rubbing against her skin or something, it can be considered hit.
Wait,
I don't know.
I think it was like
I don't know
causing
what she
distress
said.
to
She
or
said-
something. But
Yeah, causing distress.
causing
Like-
distress. I didn't watch her rebuttal video. I'm actually subscribed to both of these YouTubers, but I wasn't too interested in Gabbie's video because it was too long for me. So I didn't exactly
too
watch
long?
what happens. But let me look up the actual definition of hit. You said she got it from the dictionary and it was the definition of hit.
yes, he got it off Google.
Yeah, she got it off. Yeah.
Let's see. Bring one's hand or a tool or weapon into contact with, or cause harm or distress to.
I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody knows what the word hit means.
Yeah, it's not.
I wouldn't consider like a scratch as hit or like grabbing as a hit. But I mean,
Yeah, I wouldn't. So if you think Gabbie is the one who is being the most honest, do you think she's in the right? Do you think RiceGum's more in the right? What do you think about that?
I honestly don't know. They're both a little weird.
Okay. Do you? What's your opinion?
But for oh sorry. Okay.
Here's what I genuinely think. I think that Gabbie, like, genuinely thought that at that current moment in time that RiceGum hit her. Like, here's what happened, basically. Like, RiceGum was on the couch. He was high as fuck. So, and Gabbie was sober,
the ball.
all right? And then
Okay.
RiceGum started getting annoyed at her after she mentioned the ghostwriter, and then that's when they were going through that tug of war. In Gabbie's situation, she must have been terrified because, like, she wasn't sure what he was going to do. And RiceGum was apparently, like, being very aggressive in the way he grabbed that phone. And what I think, like, he would have had to have, like, put his hands on her to get that phone because his reflexes would have been, like, very slow compared to Gabbie's, considering that he was high. So there would have had to been some extra contact in there.
That's true. Oh, go ahead.
Wait. So he was high. Wait. Where did you hear this? I did.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't hear that he was high either. Where'd you hear that from, dude?
I was watching, like, a few videos that explain the situation, and, like, RiceGum was apparently high, and Gabbie was sober.
Did a friend say that, or
Yeah, that's, like, what was...
somebody at the party,
Or
or he just looked high or something?
Yeah, did he just look high, or was there people that said that they were with him while he was getting high? So we know he was actually high.
Like, the people explaining what happened said he was high, so, like, I assume that they knew.
Did they say what he was high on particularly?
I have no clue. That's just what I heard, that he was high as fuck.
Okay. All right, gotcha.
I mean, he was lying down on a couch. I guess it was some kind of downer.
Probably. Yeah, the whole RiceGum Gabbie situation is really strange because if Gabbie had never said the term hit or pin down, I would be 100% on her side because regardless of if, he actually caused physical harm to her, he damaged her property, which is illegal regardless, no matter, what the person says to you. You can't just take somebody's things and break them. But the whole thing with Gabbie is even though she did correct it in the end, is she started out with saying hit, pin down, and these words can be taken as slanderous, even though I totally agree with you, Dew. I think she just said it in the moment because that's, she was scared and that's what she felt like it was.
Well, I actually have, like, some speculation as to why she said hit specifically. Like, in that video, remember that someone actually went up to her right before she filmed it, asking if RiceGum hit her. So, like, she was in a state of fear, and Gabbie apparently wasn't in an abusive relationship before, so she was probably, like, reliving that moment. And whenever someone's like, hey, did he hit you? She was probably like, yeah, that's actually probably what happened.
That's actually very true.
Then she recorded the video immediately after because her phone was broken and she kind of wanted to, like, let everyone know what happened. So, like, hit was probably the first word that came to her mind. And then afterwards, like, she made a video, like, clarifying what she meant by hit. So I don't think it was, like, a slanderous intent.
Yeah, you just opened that up to a really interesting conversation, and I'm very upset because actually I have to go. So we have to unless you guys want to continue it on your own. Do you want to wrap it up, or do you want to? Do you guys want to? Because you guys can take it off. You guys can keep going, and I can just send you my part, or what do you guys want to do?
I'm cool with whatever.
Do?
Yeah, I'm also cool with whatever. I have no clue how long this actually.
Well, I'm leaving. So
Okay.
Okay, well, I'll go. You guys can outro it. I'm just going to say my goodbyes now. So, subscribe to the channel, upvote, and do whatever they say at the end. Bye.
Okay.
All right.
So should we extend this? Because I feel like this is only going to be about 20 minutes long. Or, like, what should we do?
I feel like we should extend it.
Yeah.
Some more. All right. I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom.
All right.
All right, back.
So how should we continue this?
What did you say earlier? Okay. You mentioned that.
Yeah, like right.
Did you finish your sentence or your thought?
Yeah, I think so. Like I said that right before Gabbie filmed the video, someone asked her if C was hit by RiceGum, and then that probably was in her mind at the time because C was like so afraid and confused. I bet.
That's actually interesting because I never actually thought of that. I don't know. People just go straight to the idea of slander when somebody lies, and so do I too. But that's actually really interesting. I felt like she kind of handled it poorly though.
Yeah, it was kind of
because she still went with the word hit.
Yeah.
And but that's actually interesting. What the heck?
Like she clarified what she meant by hit.
She got more innocent points from me.
Like she clarified what she meant by the word hit after she made the first one, but like hit has a negative connotation to it. It has that very negative slanderous connotation to it.
Yeah, when people think it's a very common word, it doesn't really I mean, like the dictionary is always being changed up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because the definitions don't fit well with everybody's idea of what the word means.
Like the word cool.
Yeah. And what was I going to say? Dang it.
Something about the dictionary not meeting everyone's names. I don't.
Yeah, and I was a little, because hit is a very common word, and we kind of learn it, like we learn these common words when we're like little, and we don't learn it from the dictionary. So I don't know.
Yeah, like we associate
I might be wrong.
it with
Maybe
someone,
in her
like beating the crap out of someone.
maybe in her area, that's what hit means, to cause distress on contact, but that's definitely not what it means like around here.
Yeah. Like maybe it could have
and
been,
a lot of people don't believe it.
It could have been like a stretch for her to go to the dictionary definition. I mean, that was kind of like a poor way to handle that, but like I think with her original intent, it wasn't like what everyone thought it meant. She just like handled it very poorly.
But I mean, if she did it because if she used the word hit because, you know, that's what it felt like, and she was like a abuse victim, then yeah, it's interesting. I think yeah, I can't really side with RiceGum. He's kind of oh my gosh, he's kind of weird.
Yeah, and like,
I want to say dumb, but never mind.
like the weird thing is, so like immediately after he started going on all the drama channels like Scarce and Keemstar, and then the diss track.
He's the only one that went on the drama. He's the only one that went on the drama channels. Yeah. Oh my goodness! And I think the only person that gave, I don't know, the only person that kind of defended her. Wait, I don't remember. Did Philip DeFranco defend her?
I remember she said that she went on Philip DeFranco's show because like he's naturally unbiased, but I don't remember if she said that he defended her or not. I never actually saw the original video.
I forgot. I just remember him reporting on it. Darn it. Okay.
Yeah, I think he probably would give her a decent defense. I have no clue what it would have been about, but...
Alright. Do you have anything more to say about the topic? Because I can't think of anything. I didn't really prepare. I'm sorry.
Neither did I, really. I'm just kind of winging it. But, like, what about, like, RiceGum's diss track? What did you think about that?
People were complaining that he didn't really bring up points in his diss track. And I'm just like, it's a diss track. You can't. There is nothing. You're not supposed to, like, actually have points. You're not. I don't know what were people expecting from the diss track.
Yeah, like there's only so much you can put in the lyrics because that still has the sound.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be like kind of a gloating thing.
Yeah.
It's not a thing where you use to make arguments, like actual constructive arguments. It's like gloating. What did you think of it?
I have no.
I thought
it was like very
Wait, did I?
weirdly timed. Like if someone goes out and like calls you a woman beater, like your response is like a diss track. It's kind of unusual.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, a lot of people are calling him. Oh, wait, actually, I've never seen these comments calling him a woman beater or anything like that, to be honest.
Yeah, to me it seems like a lot of people where people like openly sided with RiceGum, but maybe that's like the things that we were watching, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of YouTubers were like taking his side.
Yeah, like
I kind of feel like
I noticed that like Keemstar and his audience are like mainly on his side as well, so that also.
Yeah, I feel like they kind of. How do you say it? I don't know. Why would they take his side? There's a lot of evidence. I don't know.
I think it's just like...
Okay, no, there's no evidence, actually. It's just a bunch of testimonies, but Gabbie's testimony kind of makes more sense than RiceGum's.
I think it's because of like the whole Tana Mango iDubbbz drama. Like, Tana was like a story time YouTuber.
People were like calling her Tana Mongoose.
Mongoose.
Tana
Mango.
Mongo's. Tana Mongo's. People are calling her Tana Mongo number 2.
Yeah.
Like.
So like people have
and
this.
They're immediately
people have this stigma against story time YouTubers. But, like, even if they over-exaggerate an incident, like, something still happened. Like, even though Tana was like, oh, iDubbbz got a chainsaw and started, like, slashing at my boobs, saying the N-word to everyone. But, like, iDubbbz still had his arm around her, saying the N-word publicly, like, he wasn't really supposed to be there. Something still happened, but she over-exaggerated it, like, extremely.
The Tana Okay, I'm gonna call her Tana Mango. Yes. Okay, the Tana Mango one was a lot different from this one for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the Tana Mango one. Dang it! Why is it different? I did not formulate my thoughts. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
I'm so terrible.
We're like.
Dang it!
We're introverts.
We're introverts. Yes. We don't have Rocky to go and exactly. Help guide us. Oh well. Do you have any more topics? Can't think of any topics. Let's see.
How's the weather?
How's the weather? Weather is terrible. For some reason, it's a lot more darker than usual. For some reason.
Yeah.
I think it's because it's cloudy.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be getting lighter because summer is coming.
Yeah, it's like spring, and the spring weather isn't here yet for some reason.
I mean, it's like warm, but I mean, it's still cloudy. I don't know. So I think we're gonna end the video here. Sorry we couldn't keep the podcast going longer. We're kind of introverts,
yeah, we're awkward
and
introverts.
Awkward introverts,
we don't know what
and
to
I
do.
can't think it. And I didn't really formulate my thoughts on the subject that much. So we're gonna end it, and huge thank you to Katharina A. Rivers. Did I say your name wrong?
No, that's right.
Okay, Katharina A. Rivers.
Not Katrina. If you say Katrina, she's gonna get kind of triggered. I know from experience.
All right, and go subscribe to Crazy Rocky, Dewmonic Abyss, and me, LittleMissMeta. And subscribe to the podcast also. Leave a like and comment.
Yep, state your opinion down below. don't leave a dislike, or you suck.
Don't leave a dislike or the # slasher will go again to you. I don't know. Don't leave a dislike or YouTube will come over to your house and demonetize your videos. I don't know.
And then you'll get exposed by the Wall Street Journal.
And then get exposed by the Wall Street Journal. Yes. And we will see you all later.
In the next video.
Stay shitty, my friends. I don't know.
Yeah, stay shitty.